What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Talley Talk, only on Talley TV. I'm your host, Chris Talley, so let's get this show on the road. Today on the show, we'll be talking about how influencing can build a following on social media and how branding yourself can help you become one too. My guest on today's show is a social media influencer himself, right here in Houston, Texas, Mr. Keffus Falls. Thank you for joining me today.
Man, I'm doing great today. Just happy to be alive.
Hey, well, welcome to the show, Keffus. Keffus is also a social media influencer, has had the opportunity to work for Travis Scott's Astroworld twice. He is a student at the University of Houston and has recently launched his own website named Justice Pages to help unify many of the recent social movements. We'll get into all that later on in the show. Keffus, tell me about your growth on social media.
Yes, sir. So in 2018, Chris, I actually made a New Year's resolution to become more proactive on social media, just for productive causes and proactive causes. And from that point on, one thing led to another, ended up working in the political realm. And that led on to me meeting different people like Travis Scott, CJ Chaseby, and eventually working for Astroworld, in PR. And that was a very humbling experience. And it's definitely continued its way in these past couple of years. And I'm just truly blessed to have that experience so far.
In the wake of our many social movements, Keffus, you've helped contribute to help with these various movements by creating links to resources for people to help support and donate to them. The website you created is called Justice Pages. Can you tell me and my viewers about it?
Yes, sir. So during the time that the protests were going on in Houston, Texas, part of me wanted to be involved some way, somehow. And, with coming from the family that I come from, my father was involved in social justice and social activism when he was around my age, actually starting at age 17 when he went to Morehouse College. And so fast forward to my generation now, having family members that are compromised during this era of coronavirus, I have to think about other people while also considering the fact that, hey, if you're out there, something can happen, not to you, but to somebody else in your family. So, I had a conversation with my friend Isaac Mayer. He works with my team, Genius Link in Seattle. And so, I ended up just kind of experimenting with the Genius platform and, just kind of going page after page doing research. And then Justice Pages became an idea between me and Isaac. That being said, I had a friend from ABC 13, Carolina Olivares. We've done interviews before for different outlets, during school. And, I showed her the page and we did a quick interview for ABC 13 and CW. And it got past the Nightline. And from that point on, Justice Pages went international overnight. And so far, it's received an average of 20,000 hits a month. And I'm just glad that this page is able to do the work itself and provide the resources available for people to help for the greater good.
Justice Pages is very revolutionary for its time. It condenses various websites together all in one. If you would like to help support and donate to any of the social movements, check out Genius/Justice Pages. That's GENI.US/Justice Pages. It is definitely a helpful resource for those in need.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Chris.
I would like you to talk about the world of branding and the world of PR, meaning public relations. I know you don't consider yourself a social media influencer, but how has your branding, from contributing to social movements to working for Travis Scott's Astroworld, been a part of your everyday life? I mean, you post every day, and I'm a fan.
What I will definitely say about branding is having a focus, not just in the world of social media, but a focus in your life. With me personally, I had a few things that I want to focus on, when I first made my social media resolution in 2018. That being said, just kind of staying consistent with my message to the world of, hey, this is what I'm doing. And, while still maintaining a private life, between family, friend relationships, etc., promoting certain things that, other people will tailor to. And stuff we could talk about, soon, like fitness, like music, playlists, just different things when it comes to lifestyle. And, as far as branding, I try to always make sure that whenever I do brand myself, I also keep that human aspect. There are sometimes, people that we look up to or people that we idolize, but we never think, hey, maybe I will meet them one day, or maybe, I'll be their friend. But I try to just make sure that, hey, I'm still a people person. I'm still someone that you can talk to, that you can approach. And I always want to be there to help people out, even when I have this platform that people call a personal brand. So that's my story, just remaining as human as possible throughout the experience.
Many social accounts find success by interacting with their followers by having giveaways. Do they help contribute to a page's success?
Definitely. So one thing I will say is that, giveaways have been a thing before. With a few friends, I have a couple of marketing contracts with some lifestyle companies, one called Trev Lab, and they do Bluetooth technology. Another one based in Austin, Texas, called Brain Juice. And, that's a natural energy company. Both of those brands have helped me when it comes to just adapting the fitness lifestyle, which we'll talk about soon. But, giveaways and, just talking about with people, even giving things away to friends, family, if I have an extra product, I'm like, hey, do you want this? It's almost like word of mouth. You tell somebody about it, they like it, they tell their friends about it, they may tell their boss about it. And just, that whole circle of communication goes back to just organic growth and, just the organic interaction of, just talking about things from, as a person, person to person, and just making sure that you're authentic throughout the process.
For our viewers out there today, is there any advice you can give them for people who want to grow their social media account and gain followers and become an influencer like yourself?
Definitely, Chris. I will say that just have the desire to help other people out, to help uplift others, while bringing yourself up. Because when it comes to building a brand, it takes a village to raise a child, like they said. So in a sense of community, having people around you that support you, that's what it's all about. And I will say that for me personally, having the support of friends and family has been a blessing lifelong, and I can't do this without my friends and family. So, just always be helpful for sure.
Keffus, I want you to tell me about your time getting to work for Travis Scott's Astroworld Festival. Your voice was even featured in the Netflix documentary about the build-up to the big event. But before you do, let's take a look at your interview from KPRC Channel 2 and Netflix feature. Take a look.
It's amazing to see this man from Fort Bend is now an international A-list multi-platinum superstar, and he still holds the pride of our city the way we do ourselves.
Keffus Falls III and his buddies spent the afternoon at Good Looks Barbershop in 3rd Ward getting ready.
And this weekend, his Houston dream is coming true.
We're talking about Travis Scott's inaugural Astroworld Festival at NRG Park.
Just across the street from the old site of Astroworld.
It will be a shutdown show. It will be a shutdown show. The city will be shut down, and it's going to be amazing. Honestly, I'm so proud to be from Houston.
Wow, that is the double feature. Tell me about your experience getting to have your voice even on the Netflix documentary.
I had actually, been working for Beto O'Rourke in 2018 as well. And it's ironic that Beto and Travis Scott ended up meeting each other that same year. And during the U of H event where MSNBC had landed a segment for Hardball, I met an anchor. Her name is Sophia Beausoleil, and she's one of my good friends now. She works in Dallas for NBC. But she interviewed my friend, and I had happened to be next to my friend while he was getting interviewed. I asked for her card. We kept in contact, texted a little bit about just ideas for stories. And then the day before Astroworld, she texted me. She said, hey, do you know anyone who wants to talk about Travis Scott on TV? I said, me. So that's where that started. And, that led to the Netflix feature. And, I had actually already been working for Astroworld under Giant Noise at the time. So it all worked out perfectly. And then in 2019, I was an on-site ambassador for Astroworld. So we were on-site, at the festival before it actually started. No phones, so we couldn't, record anything. But it was just cool to kind of see how setting up the festival and just kind of getting the experience right, how that goes before it actually starts. So that was really cool. And I'm just really grateful for that experience.
And how does it feel to be featured on Netflix? When somebody watches a documentary, your voice and your likeness is used in there. So how does that feel to be on Netflix, man?
I'm just surprised that people know my voice when they hear it. But it's funny you say that. My friend said, bro, you're worldwide. I was like, what are you talking about? He said, you're on Netflix. I was like, what? He said, yeah, you're on the Travis Scott documentary. I was like, and I had to, get my Netflix account right, switch the credit cards and everything. And I went on, I was like, whoa, that's really cool. So it was kind of cool, having my friends just hit me up, having that phone ring, like, yo. So, yeah, man, I'm just super grateful. And I think it's just cool to be a part of an experience that influences so many people in this community, not just the community, but around the world, just being a part of it, It feels really fulfilling for sure.
Well, Keffus, you're very active in your community, whether it's here in Houston, online, or worldwide. You're really touching people's lives. So it has been great to sit down with you today. So thanks very much.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Chris.
Well, that is all the time we have for Talley Talk, only on Talley TV's YouTube page. I'm your host, Chris Talley, and Keffus, take us out.
Thank you. This is Talley TV, and we are out.